You think acting is safe? These actors literally almost died for your entertainment. From Tom Hanks nearly dying from a paper cut, to Jackie Chan's skull fracture, to actors being strangled and set on fire. These are the near-death experiences Hollywood doesn't want you to know about. Tom Hanks almost died from a paper cut. While filming Cast Away, a tiny coral cut became deadly blood poisoning. His leg swelled like a balloon, oozing green pus. Doctors said 2 more days and America's dad would be dead, all from a cut smaller than your fingernail. Jackie Chan cracked his skull open for Armor of God. Jumping to a tree branch, it snapped. He fell 15 feet headfirst onto rock, fracturing his skull. They drilled into his brain to stop bleeding. He woke up asking if the shot looked good. He has a permanent hole in his skull covered by plastic. Halle Berry choked to death in Die Another Day. A fig lodged in her throat, blocking her airway completely. Face turning blue, she desperately pointed to her throat. Pierce Brosnan performed the Heimlich maneuver to save her life. The cameras kept rolling. Brendan Fraser was literally hanged on the Mummy set. The rope yanked too hard, lifting him off the ground by his neck. Face purple, eyes bulging, he passed out hanging there, woke up face down with gravel in his teeth. Isla Fisher drowned for 3 minutes, in Now You See Me. Stuck underwater, chains tangled, banging on glass, screaming for help. The crew thought it was acting. They used that take. Her terror was real. Jim Caviezel got struck by lightning playing Jesus. During Passion of the Christ, lightning hit him twice. He was lit up like a Christmas tree, also suffered pneumonia, hypothermia, and dislocated shoulder. God was testing him, or trying to kill him. Charlize Theron attempted one backflip in Aeon Flux, and almost became paralyzed, landed directly on her neck, fracturing vertebrae. Production shut down 8 weeks. Doctors weren't sure she'd walk again. 1 millimeter difference, wheelchair forever. Dylan O'Brien got dragged under a car in Maze Runner. He was supposed to jump between vehicles, but the timing went wrong. He was dragged underneath at 30 miles per hour, fracturing his face, breaking orbital bones. The movie was delayed a year. It took multiple surgeries to rebuild his face. James Cameron almost murdered Ed Harris. During The Abyss, Cameron made Harris's oxygen run out underwater. Harris suffocated for real 40 feet down. When Harris found out it was intentional, he punched Cameron. Cameron asked, "Did we get the shot?" The Wicked Witch was literally set on fire. While shooting Margaret Hamilton's exit scene in Wizard of Oz, pyrotechnics malfunctioned, engulfing her in flames. Her green makeup was flammable copper. She suffered 2nd and 3rd degree burns and was hospitalized for weeks. Michael J. Fox was accidentally strangled in Back to the Future 3. The breakaway noose malfunctioned. He was actually being hanged. Couldn't speak, gesturing frantically. Crew thought he was acting, turning blue before someone realized. Uma Thurman almost died because Tarantino forced her into a death trap. Kill Bill car had faulty brakes. She begged not to drive it, but Tarantino called her a coward. Car crashed into tree at 40 miles per hour, and she suffered permanent knee and neck damage. Viggo Mortensen deflected a real knife with his sword in Lord of the Rings. An orc threw an actual steel blade at his head instead of a rubber prop. His lightning reflexes saved his life. Peter Jackson kept it in the movie. That's a real knife flying at his face. Stallone's heart literally exploded during Rocky IV. He told Dolph Lundgren to hit him for real. The punch slammed his heart against his ribcage, causing dangerous swelling. He was rushed to intensive care. His heart looked like it was in a car accident. Diane Kruger was strangled unconscious in Inglourious Basterds. Tarantino wanted it really real, so Christoph Waltz actually choked her until she passed out. She woke up thinking she'd had a seizure. Yes, it was the same director who almost killed Uma Thurman. Jason Statham's truck brakes failed during Expendables 3. Plunging toward the Black Sea, he kicked out the door and dove into freezing water. The truck sank immediately. If he'd waited 1 more second, he would be dead. George Clooney's brain was leaking during Syriana. A torture scene caused spinal fluid to leak from his brain, causing excruciating headaches and memory loss. Doctors said he might never recover. He contemplated suicide from the pain. Took surgery to fix the leak. Hollywood is basically legal attempted murder. From lightning strikes to brain leaks, drowning to being set on fire, actors risk everything for our entertainment. Which near-death experience shocked you most? Drop a comment, smash subscribe, and hit that bell for more insane movie secrets.